Man, it's September 12th, 2024. It's about that time. Welcome to Absolutely Not for the Meek. All right. Let's get into this here. This is something that's been going through my mind all the time. All right. You see this chick right here? Can I blow it up even bigger? And I don't think so. Oh, there we go. All right. Pretty cute chick. Pretty cute. And let me tell you, what she says in this TikTok video she made, is that if you don't want to date a single mother, leave them alone. And I must concur. Right? That's her situation, right? So let's get into something else, which I saw this. Hold on a second. Do I want to do that? Because I got some other stuff here. You know, I was kind of wondering. I have. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. This brother came out with something right here. I think we should listen to what he's saying, and then we'll proceed.
I do, because he doesn't want children.
You think this man's gonna marry you?
I do.
You still ain't gave me nothing. I've asked you several times, what makes you so special that he want to marry you?
What makes me special is that I don't fall into the standard category of Black women. I'm not scheming and scamming, as you said. I'm not overly emotional. I know how to communicate things.
How much you weigh? How much you weigh?
About 160 pounds.
5'4"?
No, I'm 5 foot.
5 foot tall, 160 pounds.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can see my pictures, though.
That don't mean nothing. Y'all do all kind of stuff with pictures. I don't know what you really look like.
I look exactly like my picture.
Okay, come show yourself. Come up and show yourself. Let's see if you look exactly like your
on
picture.
night clothes and everything else. What you want to do?
Well, you say you look exactly like your picture.
I do look exactly like my. There's enough pictures on there to see I look exactly like my pictures.
Okay, then come and show.
It's 8:50 at night, and I am in night clothes.
Y'all play with pictures all the time.
Well, I'm not playing with no pictures, and you ain't my man for me to have to prove anything. And I done told you my weight. Why would I play with a picture?
Well, you sure is on here talking to me a lot more than you talking to your man. So you must be loving and enjoying the conversation, or I must look much better than him. Think he's gonna take on you and your 3 kids?
Now let's go. This is a good one right here.
A single man with no children who's in shape, business savvy, Christian, clean, hygienic, nice smile, family oriented, and
faster than a speeding bullet. more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's not gonna happen. Well, maybe. I'm not even mad at her though. She's well within her rights. However, in this day and age, I don't think it's realistic anymore. I mean, maybe it once was, but if you want something like that, it's like you're gonna have to catch them at the age of 12 years old. And I don't think that's gonna look too good on you. I mean, that's just my opinion. This kind of goes back into, do women have to settle? Because I think it'll be extremely hard to find all these qualities today in one man. It's always going to be something. Either he don't got one of those qualities, or maybe even two, or he may have all the qualities you're looking for, and then you not be his type. Again, it's possible, but how long are you willing to wait till that comes along? I'm just asking, respectfully, of course. Sensational.
This is what I'm talking about, women.
I'm looking for
You gotta make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? You with somebody, everything's good, which you need to chill. Yeah. I'm telling you. Go on the Notforthe Meek of Facebook. You're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff here that is just I post up a lot of stuff. Anyway, let me say, okay, you know what? This is it right here. This is what let's go into this right here, because this is some real stuff right here. This sister right here is always on point.
These demons look good, boy. They look good, boy. They go to the DR, they go down to Miami, Florida, they get their body done, they had them titties sitting up right, ass be fat, waist be little, Instagram followers be up, face be pretty, hair be laid, motherfucking tax flyer be made, arms crossed, bitch getting money, and be a motherfucking demon.
You know, like what she's saying right here, man. I gotta, you know, there's so much females committing crime. I mean, which you look at New York, look at Illinois, that mayor over there, that governor, the mayor. Look at you had a lady get arrested the other day, I think in Georgia, for some type of fraud, embezzlement. You got judges getting pulled off, Black women judges getting put in jail, done off, everything. Not death, but careers destroyed. So this is what she's talking about. The thottery is real.
You better ask a nigga. It's already coming out. It's a bitch on here right now. Half these so-called men soft and feminine. You don't know a bitch feel like this up front. You don't know that that's a bitch real feelings towards men. So you fuck on and you think you building something with the bitch. Make her mad enough or give her the perception that y'all ain't finna be together or you finna be with somebody else. Just what she type finna come out in her behavior. You never knew she had a belief like that. You never knew her belief towards men in general was that most of y'all or half of y'all is softer than a bitch and feminine. You never knew she felt like that, but you done gave her your nut. And then
Yo, let me tell you something. Literally, you could be one of the illest dudes, whatever, right? And these chicks right here, they won't bend, they won't break no nut, right? Literally, they will, the only man that they think is a man that's abusing them. A man that's gonna beat him so bad, have him so scared to death, then they'll probably be like, yo, he's a real man. He know how to handle me. That's what I did that other video about that girl, that woman that dated the ex-con and married him, and then next you know, he allegedly offed her. He allegedly offed her, threw out in the woods, and she was giving him everything. put him in a home with her, which fed him, clothed him, gave him a car to drive, gave him allowance, all that. He made sure that he got that out of her. And when she was like, "Oh, this is just too much," which he ain't who I thought he was, then he offed her. So
now she in charge of whether baby's born. So now you got babies with a bitch that have a negative view of nearly half the male gender. So now what you gonna do, bro? This when that real nigga mode gotta come in. Can you stand on whatever decision you make, right? And then it is a heavy effect on people involved, regardless of what decision that you make. It's a lot of y'all, especially black men, you at that crossroads where you faced with, do I choose my mental health or do I choose to be there and involved with these children while this demon fucking is after my mindset? Because I did.
Man, listen, have you ever been with a woman for years and years and all the time she's always starting, nagging, doing all kind of crap? Cause of misery in your life, just love to see you just uncomfortable. And listen, it's amazing when you get away from that and how good you feel in your life. Like you can actually think.
Didn't conform to the expectations she had for me when we never made no agreements up front. But she didn't know to make agreements with me first, nor did I.
Yep. Yep. Hold on a second. Yep. Ugh. Oh, this is a good one.
I can't do that I'm realizing is like, I can't keep doing people who aren't aware, bro. I'm sick of it. I can't keep hanging around motherfuckers that have no awareness.
Yeah.
You just living.
That's what I'm saying. You things that align with
literally, friend. It's to the point now where it's like
you gotta start holding motherfuckers accountable.
Like literally.
Yep. And we can't save everybody.
We can't.
And
another thing that I can't do that I'm realizing is like, I can't keep doing people who aren't aware, bro. I'm sick of it.
Yo, I agree with this girl 100%. I've had a situation where someone that they did dirt, and I'm trying to show them that they did dirt, and they just like totally like unaware of like how things went down, and they the ones who did it. They have no accountability, nothing to destroying their lives and others. So I agree with that 100%.
Growing up in the house telling you them bitches ain't shit. You ain't gonna know them bitches ain't shit till you damn near 40.
Yeah. You know, I have conversations with my older sons. Man, they get it. They know. I done taught them already. They are well prepared. Oh man, you wanna hear some real crazy stuff? This man alpha man strategies or whatever like that. I'm thinking, should I even bring that up? Should I even bring that in? You got this one here. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Let's go do this little one first.
With your baby daddy so bad, but what you don't realize is if something happens to him, your children will be without a father.
He abused me.
Abuse? You hit him over the head with a blender and him throwing you across the room isn't abuse. That's called self-defense. I don't understand why you want to be the victim so bad. I don't understand why you have to paint him in such a negative light for us to be together and for me to be a part of your children's lives. I feel like if we were to break up, if we had a child together, that you do the same thing to me.
I'm going to do that to you. I love you.
Yeah, just like you loved him until you didn't get what you wanted. Then he became an abuser, a narcissist, and a gaslighter. You want me to be into it with your baby daddy so bad, but what you don't.
You heard? This is what happens. This is the reality. This is the real what be going down. And let's go into this right here.
Are hardwired to be cold-hearted bitches. Now, we guys, right? I've broken up with girls. I've left girls, this, that, and the other. I've never been cold-hearted about it. The girl called me, I'll respond. I might didn't want to fuck with her more, but I'll respond. I was sympathetic to her feelings. I didn't want to deal with her no more, but I was sympathetic to her feelings. The girl in New York, when I moved to Atlanta, for the first 2 years I was here, she would still text me, hey, how you doing? And I would always respond because I was sympathetic to her feelings.
Ain't gonna have sympathy for you.
Women don't work like that. No, women don't work like that.
Nope.
You old news, buddy. A woman will block your ass if you're an ex and you won't stop texting her or something. Unless you texting me some mean shit like you a piece of shit. A woman you just texting like, hey, you know, I miss you, blah, 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 being nice. She'll just block you because he's old news. Man, we typically don't do that. I don't block no. I'm just like, I done moved on, but I'm gonna be sympathetic to her feelings. Now, if you start texting me some mean shit, yeah, I will block your ass. A woman to block your ass because you telling her you miss her. A woman to block your ass or won't stop answering your call because you telling you miss her. I couldn't imagine a girl that I stopped talking to that still had feelings for me, and she calling my phone and I never respond to her calls or nothing like that because she's old news. I could never do that. I'll be sympathetic to her feelings. Still wouldn't get back with her, but I'll be sympathetic to her feelings as long as it didn't get annoying. If you gonna start blowing me up all day, but y'all guys know typically men don't do that. Might send one text a day, hey, just thinking about you, this, that, and other. Oh, I'm in a new relationship now, buddy. I would never do that. I would never do that. Now, if I got another relationship, then I would have to do that, right? And I would hope she would respect that. But y'all guys know goddamn well, if y'all guys ever had a girl y'all broke up with, y'all still care about, she broke up with you, that bitch be single all on the ground. Block your ass. Don't even be in a relationship. Cold-hearted as hell. Just cutthroat. Just cutthroat. Why is that? Because women are hardwired to just always do what's in the best interest of them. Your feelings be damned. Don't really matter.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Women are hardwired to be cold-hearted bitches. Now.
Okay. But Chad, I kind of want to go over to something else. Let me see. Oh my God. Let's see here. Nope. Okay. All right. What should that rate he's talking about is straight up facts. Okay. So now let's go into this thing here. Hold on. Jeez. What the hell? Hold on. All right. I said if you can see the screen properly. I said so. These are just some of the videos that I watch. Everything. Of course, you see at the top, emergency alert: Russia global nuclear exercises. Yeah, Russia's having massive nuclear exercise going on. But there's this thing right here, man. Right below that, you see she discovered her husband got his cheeks destroyed and did whatever, right? I didn't even bother finish watching the video, the J.R. Wisdom thing. But when I saw her talking, she was crying, and she was like, yo, she got married to this guy when she was in her teens, and was with him in high school, her high school sweetheart. She married him, had 2 kids with him, and then next you know, she finds out he's gay. He comes out, and now she's happy that he's living his truth. He's going to be happy in his life. And I was like, wow. Can you imagine getting with somebody and they come to find out they wasn't real. Their love for you wasn't real. They wasn't going to stay with you forever. Their commitment was all bull crap, right? I can imagine how that is. Guess what? I think most men do, because that's the majority of the time what women do to us. So unfortunately, this woman got a taste of what men get on a daily basis. On a daily basis. So that is very unfortunate. I feel bad for her. I wish he had procured children and a relationship with a decent person. But she is a woman that is few and far in between. All right, so let's check out what I really wanted to do was to get into a video of these women that regretted getting divorces. And shoot, you got women going over to foreign countries and everything, trying to find men, passport girls, and getting locked up. Their husbands knocking them up. They're abusive and everything. They show you what the world really is like for women, right? This is the one right here. This one right here is a woman that she took a client that was coming to her bay, set her up and to be robbed by her husband. And they stole 50 grand to kill the lady and her son. And she makes a deal, throws her husband under the bus, which she was also having an affair on him, cheating with somebody else. And now she's free and clear, living her life, and her husband doing life sentence. Okay. This Indian chick, yeah. Damn, I kind of want to go into this. Maybe if we went into it, maybe I can.
On TikTok last night that I cheated on my husband.
Gave me a lot of attention.
This right here.
Like that feeling never came with divorce.
These little
Got
ones
married
right here.
We got married in August, so it was very real, very quick. That young love that you can.
Here we go, right here. This one right here, boy. You men that ever got this done to you by a woman, because what I want to do with this, I want to kind of go just on her and another black woman and the stuff they say about how they were married and they didn't feel happy. This woman right here, she was going through postpartum. She was out of her freaking mind. And then guess what? The work husband came around and started talking to her sweet and everything like that. And he got to go ahead and stretch her out, right? But just like her and the other woman you're going to see, they both did that. And everything was so perfect. But guess what? It didn't work out.
Things were good until they weren't. When we got married, I was 320 pounds. I lost the weight and kind of went south.
In 2019, I had an affair. And right before my dirty 30 of going with my girlfriends to Vegas that I planned for myself, one of my friends got mad at me.
You're the property manager, relax. And then I think I got another, I'm so scared to ask him because I would have been embarrassed.
Planned for myself. One of my friends got mad at me. And
the property manager, relax. And then I think I got another bouquet of flowers and he called me. And the first date was so nice, like a perfect gentleman. I was just like, yes. But then, Dre, it just over time, it never came around. Like that feeling never came around. And so now we're in the swing of having sex, but it's detached. Like we're doing it, but I don't feel particularly inspired or satisfied. He does, but that starts to wear off too.
Other than that,
you see how they go ahead and make commitments, have children, and then just, you know what, I'm bored, I'm not being excited, because they don't have the narcissist constantly bringing stress and drama into their lives. You know what I'm saying? Demanding them do things and stuff like that, constantly riding them and taking from them, abusing them. That's what they seem to like here. But let's continue. I'm gonna try to keep on going forward to those ladies. This one right here.
Friends. He was very flirtatious, gave me a lot of attention. I had just had a baby. I was about a year postpartum, and I was feeling, I mean, the weight was gone, but I was still feeling bad. I was feeling bored and frumpy, and I just wanted some excitement. And he and I became friends, and it was innocent at first. And then it gradually started to progress into something a little more inappropriate each day.
I'd always been friends with his friends. One of his friends that so we met up, and I was trying to hook him up with one of my friends.
That's how they do it. Your competition, gentlemen, they coming in and getting your weaker half to break up with you, destroy your family then. And these females have no problem in complying.
Home. I wanted to be in that excitement, that euphoria forever. I hated coming home. So it was hard. I lived a double life. I was a different person at work and with him, and I was a different person at home with my baby and with my ex-husband. It was hard. It was very exhausting, but it was so exciting and enchanting, and I did not want to stop. It became an addiction.
Was sleeping with your husband difficult?
Very.
Why?
Because I only wanted the other guy. Wow. I was so in love. I thought I was in love. I was, my random, crazy, mixed up depiction of love.
Yo, you hear this? All because of her desires and wants. She feels that she needs this other man. She is going to destroy everything to feel good. Yes.
Love. That's what I felt at the time. And I didn't want anybody but him. Nobody.
With me not having a very strong physical connection to him, one, I read that as not as a flag. I really didn't, because that was something that I used to guide a lot of my decisions prior to him. And he basically brings it to my attention, like, do you remember the last time we had sex? And I was like, like a few days ago. And he was like, it was not a few days ago. And I'm like, it could not have been that long ago. And he was like, it was a month. It was a month ago. And I was like,
well,
wow, time flies, doesn't it?
So at that time, you had just made up in your mind that this just won't be a part of the relationship moving forward.
Not a big part of it.
Not a big part of it.
No.
And you had come to terms with that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had come to terms
okay with marrying him and moving forward, knowing that that wouldn't be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Because again, I was like, this is a good man, Savannah. This is a good man. He is 90-10, not 80-20. He is this, he is that, he is that.
Oh, he's such a good man. So good. So this, so that. I hear you. Oh, boy. You see the delusion? What am I doing here? Man, shout out to Chisha Zed. Shout out to homeboy. Follow his joint. I'm subscribed, ain't I? I'm always getting this stuff. All right, let's continue.
I done had enough. Like, this is really like.
When I saw him, there was like this instant attraction.
Instant attraction. And instantly she knew she was going to give it to him. And she did. I bet you she did.
And all of this is messed up. It's just not even right, but it felt right, I guess, at the time.
Feelings.
And we both noticed it, but we were like, shit, like, who does that?
You do.
So we just kept it moving. Things are continuously going bad in my marriage. I had made up my mind that I was divorcing him, but I was going to send papers over to...
I cheated on my husband, right? You don't get any extra points because you already decided in your mind that you were going to divorce your husband, so might as well cheat on him. That's BS.
So March of 24, it actions with my girlfriends. Like, because at that time, he was right after I asked for space.
Pure gold.
It's not that you got caught having...
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel...
I'm her man who is a better man than me in this situation. I'll tell you that for sure. Found the strength to somehow forgive her,
set her up for counseling to save their marriage, and then asks her to get rid of her social media, not forever, but just for 6 months. Oh no. We know how hard that can be for a lot of modern women today, man. They love that social media. And she also says she lost half of her followers, which tells me that half of those followers were men who were waiting in line to get their turn at busting the cheeks. This all seems very reasonable to me so far, right? This seems like a man who's trying to figure out how he can fix a situation where a woman has stepped out. And then she frames the situation like she's somehow losing her ability or freedom to go out. And so what does she do? She makes a list of demands, which one of them includes at least a girl's night out.
Let's go on to the next one.
Yeah.
So you tell him?
I had to be done. I wanted, in my mind, I wanted to tell him what I had done. I wanted him to leave me and so I could be with this guy. That's what the plan was at first.
Isn't that
I had to work through that.
Yeah.
Definitely not what happened.
Hell no.
Heck no. Definitely not what happened. So yeah.
So you tell him, what was the conversation like?
So I had went out and he had got a hold of one of my books. And I alluded to something in one of my little journals about an exciting night that I had out. Didn't use any names, but he put 2 and 2 together and he's like, what's going on? And
he invaded your privacy.
He invaded my privacy and he was just rambling. He knew something was going on, but he couldn't catch me. He couldn't put his finger on it. I had all types of locks on my phone. He could not figure it out.
Right.
I was sneaking out. I was doing this, doing that, saying I was with my girlfriend, saying I was going here, lying to this man, essentially. And so he started to probe around the house for weeks. And he was questioning me, and it was just getting on my nerves, and I was becoming more and more anxious. I said, look, this is what it is.
That must have felt good. Just to finally
get it out.
Get it off of your chest.
Just to get it off my chest. Yeah, it felt good. But the pain that I saw in his eyes, that didn't feel good. Because that was my best friend. That was my best friend. And that didn't feel good. He was so discombobulated when I told him. He was very upset.
I'll never forget the day we sat on our couch in the living room and he was like, I just want to have a really honest in this whole be honest with me. I was like, the man asked me for honesty and I gave it to him, but I don't think that that's what he was thinking I was going to say. And
Crushed
that
him.
was pretty much the beginning of the end of our relationship.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
Crushed him.
That was tough. That was tough because then the weird part, not technically weird, but weird for us, that was when the whole open relationship dynamic was introduced.
Oh my goodness.
Almost as a means to save our relationship. And in the moment, I didn't think that that's what it was, but I later learned that that was like.
Wait a second. This man got into an open relationship after she confessed to him that she didn't find him physically attractive. Did this man love pain? Yo, man, what's going on here? Did this man love pain?
And one day,
man, I don't know. You would think that these older women would know better, right? You would think. Now he cheating on her. He cheating on her because he probably ain't getting what he needs at home. You know, a lot of men know about that. You know, I used to go ahead and I used to dissect these videos, edit them, cut them up to put them up with, man. I just, well, because of certain situations, it's harder to do that now. All right, let's listen to this thought.
Make them like him anymore. So if a woman is ever that lucky to find someone remotely close, fight for that. You know, stay true to that.
Do you still have faith that with a man that you are also really physically attracted to is attainable in this moment of your life now, or do you feel like you have to make certain concessions in order to find love and a lifelong partner?
Y'all, Dre trying to get me to cry just the last whole few minutes of this episode, and I'm gonna fight like hell to not do it. Okay, like I'm okay with crying, but I don't want to cry through everything I'm saying at this point. All right,
this interrogation light is really.
Woo, I need to lay down after this. You know, so do I think it's possible? Yes, I do.
Uneffing believable. All right, so listen, I want you guys to really process what just happened here. High school, college, we all go through those innocent relationships. 20s in the streets, right? Of course, that's that. 18 through 27, 28 to 31. At 31, now we're talking, she's on the declining part of her SMV. She runs into a man and goes through this situation. And at 40 years old, she got asked, do you think you can get a situation like that again, except this time with the man who you find attractive? And she says, yes. Guys, this right here is the problem and the delusion of most women. This is the same pattern. This is not just this woman. This is.
You heard that? Here it comes from somebody else. This is the pattern. This is the delusional mindset. They don't get it. They don't get it until it's too late.
Otherwise, like if I let myself slip into this concept that doesn't exist, I will become hardened and bitter and nasty, things that I see people being today because they're so jaded by their bad experiences, or like, why hasn't it happened for me? If it exists so much, why hasn't it happened for me? So I can't let myself think that way. So I do think it's possible. I think realistically, of course, you know, the older you get, the more you change. One, you learn what you want, but you also learn things that aren't that important. You learn like what truly matters about having like lifelong partnership. And if I had found a lifelong partner at 25 versus finding them today, it could have totally worked out back then too. But I say this a lot on this show, that I really like who I am today from this perspective. And I feel like I'm gonna be the best partner possible, the best wife possible today because of all that I've learned and all that I've experienced. I needed to have those experiences to be who I am today.
No, you didn't. This is the lies right here, guys. This is the conversation, right?
I met you a long time ago. Yeah, you met me over at that house. Yeah. My next door neighbor. Well, I gotta get back to you later.